Hello. We're live now. I mean, still pending ads, but you know, we're live. I'm booting up the game right now, and we can get started soon. Give game plays. Go to the control. There you go. Sweet. Yo. Mobile literally always wants me to open mod view. Yeah, I've noticed that as well. That if you're on mobile and you're a mod of a channel, it just constantly screams at you to open the mod view specifically. And it's like, thanks. But why? Got 5 minutes of pre-roll ads. Yeah. It's almost over though. Yeah. The 2 minutes end here. Yep. There you go. Yeah. Since they can't set the ads to show up earlier than that 1 minute mark, right? That entire first 2 or so minutes is just random. Twitch can decide how many ads it wants to put, and then it starts the actual ads I want it to run, and then it's over. Yeah, it's really annoying and I fucking hate it. But anyway, hello. We are live now. It's time for some more control. I'm still, like, every single week, like, really giddy looking forward to playing more of this. I love maths and spreadsheets. All my data seems to be correct. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Alright. I don't really have, like, anything special to say this time. Now I should make the first 2 minutes of the intro song actually interesting. I think it's perfectly good. I like how it opens very, like, ambient and then it slowly builds up. I think it's cool. But, I mean, I'll trust you, honestly. I'm yawning. Why am I yawning? Anyway. Let's get started with some more of the game. When I come back to this, you're probably going to see that I'm in a different location to where we left off. No, this isn't a Minecraft YouTuber. I did some mining off camera. And then, you know, it's like 5 billion diamonds and 3 stacks of netherite. It's just purely a... I went and got screenshots for the edited VOD, so I could do the intro bit how I wanted it to. Other than that, that bit's coming together. That should be out, like, really soon now, which I'm very excited for. Yeah, but only subs are hearing the cool part. Yeah, that's fair. Because there's still unspent money, Lamo, so while my math is right and the data is correct, I'm still self-conscious about my own work, Lamo. My face went, what if you're wrong and $2 short, you dumbass? That kind of thought goes through my head. Yeah, that's fair. I get it. It's like... I have that constantly, where, like, I'll do... Not even complex math, even with simple math. Actually, arguably even more so with simple math, where I'll, like, do it in my head quickly. But then I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, what if I'm wrong? What if I'm actually stupid and I forgot how adding money works? And so what if all of a sudden, instead of being correct and cool and awesome, I just look even more stupid because I can't do simple math? Like, oh, 17 plus 4 is gonna be 21. And then in my head, I'm like, but is it? Hold on, wait. Because if I break it down and 17 plus 3 is 20, and then the additional 1 is gonna give me 21. Yeah, okay, so I am right. But am I right? And it just keeps going forever. Anyway, welcome back to Control. We were... last time doing the quest to get the to track down the rogue altered items, and then I had to cut stream short, so We're gonna go do that. We were chasing letters in the dead letters room. I have a whole spreadsheet where I've been meticulously registering all the stuff I've spent and money to spend so far. It's projecting a remainder of 19 and 20 cent not rubles. Rubles are the Russian ones. Oh god, what are the... no. Yes, Brazilian ones are reals. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, Brazilian reals. Because I was thinking rubles for some reason. I was like, no, those are the Russian ones. Oh, wait, I just realized. My graphics are probably all fucked as well, aren't they? Yeah, they are. That's all on off. Medium, volumetrics on high. It's fine. Shutter resolution for object detail. Actually, it's looking fine so far, so I'm gonna try and keep it here and see how it fucking goes. We can also open this room finally. There's a lot of areas I haven't gone back through yet. Fake planes. Dear New York Tribune, airplanes aren't real. I figured out how they do it. The windows are TV screens. The whole thing moves on big tracks like a roller coaster that moves through underground tunnels in the earth. Airports are more like train stations. They do this because the sky is full of monsters that they don't want us to know about. The planes we see in the sky are the monsters. The government made the Earth trains look like the monsters so they couldn't lie to us better. Don't contact me. Cool, bud. Yeah, I'm sure you're onto something. Yeah. Insane statements to open stream with. Oh, that's right. Now that I have the flight, I think I can go up higher as well, actually. Yeah, I can. I can get up to these balconies that we normally couldn't get to before.
That's no normal piece of paper.
Oh! And it's actually up here. I got it. Oh, no, I didn't. Of course, last time it ended up exactly where I needed it to be. And then now this time it won't. Okay. So sometimes it lands on those spots twice, and then other times it doesn't. Yeah, because that time it did it, so it's probably gonna end up over here, right? Yeah. Got it. What are Brazilian fakes? Those are dollars, real or dollar. Sure, no one made that joke before. The Earth is flat. Venture Overwatch best character. Insane statements dreamt up by the utterly deranged. Venture Overwatch is fire, though. What is your deal with Venture, Lamau? It's their favorite character, and they can't think of any character other than Venture Overwatch. I'm just speaking the truth here. In reality, Venture's actually a pretty cool character, to be fair. First NB character we got in the Overwatch, and they're cool. I like them a lot. The VA is also really fun. I follow them on, I think, Twitter. I think they only have Twitter. I want to say Blue Sky, but I don't think they have one. But they're just a really cool person as well. They voice a lot of characters, though. Like, I think one of the weirdest ones to me is, I'm pretty sure they play Strawberry Crepe Cookie in Cookie Run. Like, that's them. That's the same person. Smoking ban. Dear elected official, thanks to the recent smoking ban in my state, I am happy to inform you I will not be voting for you in the next election. As everyone knows, smoking is being banned because the smoke is toxic to the aliens that the government sold our planet to in a secret deal. If humans keep smoking, the aliens won't be able to live on Earth. Our air would be poison to them. If you government traitors can't stop people from smoking, then you won't get your millions of dollars from the aliens. I have a website. Please know what's going on. We're going to keep smoking no matter what. This is a national emergency. Politicians are handing the planet over to alien overlords. We won't let you. We will resist. I will smoke forever. Signed, a proud smoker, rebel, patriot. You see, hold on. I'm gonna deal with Audie's bullshit in a second. Anyway, you see, the thing I hate about this note so much is how real it feels. Cause I've seen statements and letters like this in real life that are from people who are also being 1,000,000,000% genuine in that this is what they believe. Not for this specifically. I've never heard the smoking is killing the aliens bullshit. But this feels accurate to how people actually act. Anyway, what the fuck are you saying? Y'all, this is how we find out DJ is using Windows 11 with OBS's browser source using a Chromium-based renderer. Star, rainbow, fire. Notice how the emojis in the stream overlay are unshaded but within Windows 11 style. Fluent emoji icon packed, unshaded Chromium uses. Nerdy ass motherfucker. Yeah, because the way that the chat overlay works is that it literally just takes a browser window of the pop-out for my stream chat and puts it here. I don't have any control over that. So why do you make it sound like it's some sort of crazy call-out? Like, I'm gonna prove that she's using Windows 11 with OBS Chromium. Like, it's not Lamau. Alright, cool, awesome. Yeah, I don't know how that got mutated. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, at least we get more tango from Ati. And a door. And what's in this one? White kitchen. Dear gentlemen of the Society of Sciences, it has been some time since I sent my initial letter. I hope it is not the case that you have dismissed my claims outright in that hope. I am writing you to once more ask for your help in understanding the oddity that has befallen me in my home. I have recently begun renting a new apartment in the city. The space is nothing special, though for a time I found the isolation quite soothing. Recently I have begun experiencing a strange occurrence. While I'm in my kitchen, a tiny little thing with not much but a sink. Sometimes lose myself. My surroundings change. I find myself standing on strange dark stone. I stare out at a colorless sky as white as undisturbed snow, terrified of moving. Perhaps this is a brain issue? I think not, as if feels terribly real. This has been occurring for some months now, and I have become frightened of entering the kitchen. If it's not too much of an inconvenience, I would dearly appreciate a visit from one of your professionals to see what they make of it. I await your response with little expectation, but with great hope. Very truly yours, Lorraine Fitzgerald. Damn. Spineless brain issue. All viewers are gonna leave because Audie is a nerd. Using a Gecko Firefox source, for example, the emojis would be shaded. I guess so. I don't know. I don't think I even have a choice. I'm pretty sure the pop out for this is just what it is. I don't think I even get a choice in what it is. This one's actually one of the more interesting dead letters because it proves why the dead letters initiative is actually a good thing. Because a lot of these are just bullshit, right? Like, a lot of these are very clear. Like, there's no way to fake this in reality. It's too far out there for it to be even remotely feasible. So it's just not. This one also is most likely not true. The singing fish could be a real altered item. And the smoking ban is also complete horseshit as well, obviously. But then you get letters like this one that seem completely insane. And then you realize that this person is describing the astral plane. And you realize, oh shit, they found a threshold into the astral plane itself. And then that actually becomes more of a thing that they need to go investigate rather than a lot of these other letters that could just be anything. Just put a mental illness kind of way. Oh yeah, but some people mod OBS or use Streamlabs, so that's where you can kind of tell. It's not any useful info though, to TBH though. Basically everyone uses Win 10 or Win or 11 and OBS for streaming. Yeah, fair enough. Like Microsoft Spooky DJ Robor using the Binbos 11. Damn, that's crazy. I wonder if there's anything up on the second floor here. Here's another document, I suppose. Pinstripe world. I'm a plaid suit in a 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 pinstripe world. It just repeats over and over again, and then there's just a random line that is blacked out. I don't like this letter. Energy boost. Sweet. Cat clock? My clock is shaped like a cat and its eyes move and I think it's angry, but I keep apologizing and it won't stop, but I said I'm sorry, sorry, but it won't leave me alone and I don't know what it wants. I can't keep apologizing. Photo, you see it now too. I'm told everyone is here and I need to be careful so they don't see me writing this letter. It wants me to stay with it, with my eyes on its eyes and moving very fast, but I can't keep going and I worry they will forget. But me so indeed to write out this because I can't keep going, but the cat will because of its eyes. Blank. The horrors. I'm the cat clock. Oh, so true. Only pleasant things we're finding today. I say as if I wasn't playing the game about the cursed items. What, did I expect them to be normal and fine and safe or something? Ah, there's what their last dead letter is. But first, document. Our whereabouts. Hey, you have questions and the prophets have your answer. If you are truly intrigued, watch the time. We've lost about 45 days in the past 4 years, the shortening of days. This is why the Vatican is a sundial, and also simultaneously a keyhole. Another thing while I'm here, if you want the secret to everything, compare plasma next to brain cells. The sun plus moon are composed of plasma, simply light, not planets. After this is cemented in your psyche, ponder the current whereabouts of where you, I, and humanity reside. Cheers. Average astrology bullshit. You see, the neurons look like stars, if like cluster stars. So thereby, we live in the brain of a giant being, and the star clusters are the neurons of said giant star being. This is an actual statement I've heard someone state. There are people like that living among us. Yeah. I can't believe there's cursed items in the cursed items game. So true. Vivid dreams. No, it just went back to this. Alright. To the esteemed members of the American Psychiatric Council, I am writing you to inquire about the significance of dreams in relation to one's mental health. I am aware that there are many books purporting to contain the true meaning of dreams, but I have reservations about their legitimacy. I understand that this is not usually done, but if I would greatly appreciate your thoughts on my condition. Ever since I was young, I have had intensely vivid dreams. They only occur sporadically, but in them I witness very strange events. I understand dreams seem real at the time, but these feel markedly different. They do not occur often, perhaps only 1 or 2 a year. Last night I had one. I saw a small empty town. It was utterly dark. There was a lake at its center. Shadows of people moved around me, muttering odd things. A bright light woke me up. I was screaming in my sleep. My wife had been shaking me for minutes before I woke. Because of this recent incident, I have decided to seek help. The doctors say I am physically fine, but I wanted to consult your expertise. Thank you for your valuable time. Yours very sincerely, Richard Boker. So this is another reference to Alan Wake and the events of Bright Falls, which is interesting. I think the mailman may have spilled something here. Just, maybe. Also, things aren't loading, so I'm just gonna commit back to it. We're going to just set everything to medium. The game will look just fine anyway. Okay. Yeah, because now they loaded more or less. That's fine. I'm fine with that. But it's within the game, and people who don't have final shape can still interact with those who do and use prismatic. So is it like fake DLC, just placebo gatekeeping prismatic from you? No. You can't use prismatic if you don't have it. Like, none of those abilities or things will work for you. And you won't be able to get it if someone else who is playing with you does have it. Yes, Final Shape is DLC. Prismatic is from Final Shape. Yes. If you don't got Final Shape, you don't got Prismatic. Yes. But, like, that doesn't stop other people from using Prismatic. It does. I mean, again, you cannot use it. You're still playing the same game as others. I mean, yeah. But no, just because you're, like, let's say we're playing together and you don't have Final Shape. I can use Prismatic. You can't use it. That's how the game works. That's how any of the Darkness subclasses work. If I have Lightfall, but you don't, I can use Strand, but you can't. Strand is technically the only one where you can technically use it as well by technically being able to take my tangles away from me. How does this work in D2 though? You just don't have it. You can't use it. Like, do you have the content within the game and its code/files, but can't get access it for the lack of license? Yes, I'm pretty sure. Yes, because that's why the game is the way it is. Like, you can't download set DLC. So yes, even though you don't own Final Shape, you technically own all of Final Shape. It's downloaded on your computer. You just can't play it because you don't have the access to it. I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know, if you, like, ever tried to play, like, Wizards 101 or Club Penguin or something, right? And if you didn't have the membership, you can't go past the beginning area. The entire rest of the game is still downloaded. It's still there. It's just you can't get there because you don't own the membership for it. Fuck, Wizards 101. Yeah! How do you feel about that? Think about that now? It's gonna disappear. Never mind, I got it. Sweet. That was a lot easier.
Done and done.
Letter procedures. Moving in letters, altered item 77-KE. Containment procedure. Black rock paneling suppresses the item's effect. Description and altered effect. A stack of 4 envelopes, each containing a single page of paper. All 4 letters are illegible due to extreme water damage. The envelopes, curiously, do not show any sign of such damage and are covered in messages of love. The items are able to move short distances at a pace of less than blank and always in a blank direction. Diagonal, I'm guessing, because they always moved in a diagonal angle. This is the first altered item to have multiple separate parts, a fact previously believed to be an impossibility by blank. A proposal to take the items outside the oldest house and follow their movement to its final destination is under consideration with the budget committee. Items was found in the dead letter archives where the head archivist found it attempting to escape a filing cabinet. She reports having no record of the items in her archive of letters. Weird. I think what makes this a lot creepier to me is that it's a love letter that the letter inside of it is water damaged. Like, no final shape equals no prismatic, but you still have the feature in the game, and other people who do have it can use it, and you can interact with them still. Yeah, I feel old. It's not like you get an error message, like, you can't join the server because you don't have final shape and there's people using prismatic, you know? Yeah, exactly. So that's what I was thinking about. Because that's what I was planning on doing, something similar for the creature game, specifically for the chapters in online play. Like, letting the players play a chapter they don't own, so long as the lobby host does own it. So here's the thing, though. It actually doesn't work like that. Because, for example, if, let's say I'm party leader, and I try to do, I don't know, we want to do the final raid, the raid against the witness, but you don't own final shape, it'll actually prevent us, the entire lobby, from launching the activity. Because it'll tell me, hey, a person in your party does not own final shape and does not have access to this activity. Not saying this happens to D2, but I want to inherit a similar in asterisk behavior. That's fair. But that would be markedly different, because you would be essentially allowing people to trial DLC even if they don't own it. At that point, it's closer to, I mean, in my opinion, to Dead by Daylight, where, technically speaking, if I own all of the killer DLC, but you don't, and we play a private game, I can still use the custom, the killers that I've bought, and play against y'all with them, even if you don't own them. That's what I mean. Yeah, fair. Because, yeah, no, because D2 is very, admittedly stingy about it. I love Destiny the 2nd, but I will say I do hate how much of it is, oh, you and your friends had to own all the DLC, otherwise go fuck yourself. Uh, okay. Fast travel. We can now go back to the panopticon to try and find the things we need. But let's go to logistics because the next one is the medical chair. Man, now I'm thinking about Wizard 101, lol. You think that's still around? I think it technically is. It's just not very alive. Hopefully Steam will let me do that. I think they will, TBH. Dead by Daylight does that, and I've seen other games with similar concepts. I mean, I think it'll be fine, yeah, because, like... So, the only thing you're going to have to think about is that essentially you will not be able to do the, like, split DLC thing. Right? Like, you can't do the thing that, that a lot of good games do. Ignoring the example I'm about to give, because it's not a good version of it, but it's the only version I can think of it right now. Like how Call of Duty allows you to, like, download all the different games as DLC. Like, you couldn't do that, because otherwise your system would not work. It would have to be each DLC update just fully updates the game itself, because otherwise, yeah, if you have multiple downloads, that will cause it to not work. But as long as everyone downloaded everything, yeah, you should be able to allow them to play it, even if they don't have the license for it, as long as someone does. So far, none of the vending machines have retaliated, which makes me worried that the vending machines are going to eventually, and that possibility scares me. Can't open that door either. So, there's a chair somewhere that is reacting and acting. Ah, fuck. Goodbye, red sphere of death. I mean, I guess it's not very deadly if I was able to shoot it instantly, but you know what I mean. Where are the other growths? Okay, so there's one in there. Don't scream at me, wall. The fuck do you think you are? Stupid ass fucking wall. But to be honest, it's a fairly lightweight game. I don't expect it to surpass very few gigabytes in size in worst case scenario, so I think the lacking segmented download wouldn't be an issue. Yeah, no, for sure. What the fuck are you? Oh, cleanse and contain the hand chair. So that's what I'm trying to get. I thought it was a wheelchair, but no, it's a hand chair? I didn't like how it was wiggling its fingers. I hated that, actually. Human hand chair. Altered item 63-KE. Item must be kept in isolation, removed from other unsecured objects. Under no circumstance is the item to be sat in. Description: altered effect. A plastic seat shaped like a human hand from the 1960s. The hand's palm forms a seat with the fingers acting as the chair's back. The item affects gravitational forces, attracting and repelling objects near itself with a force of blank. Its fingers have also been observed to change position, though too quickly to be witnessed or filmed. The item may be changing forms rather than moving. The item only displays these effects during full moons. Sample analysis contains that it contains human genetic material. Background: found in a warehouse at Blank Albany at Blank Albany. A team of ranger trainees, accompanied by experienced field agent, were dispatched to investigate local rumors when they encountered the item. They successfully retrieved the item. See case PAI-6122 for details. Acquired in 2/10/2006. I hate this one, actually. You know, I'm gonna be real with you. Don't like that one. That one's bad. That one sucks. Okay. There's something in there, but... Oh, that's a room I can't access. That's right. I'd have to go through this door. Okay, that's right. Now it's the one in the panopticon and then the one in the threshold hall. There's gonna be enemies out here, I feel. Why did I tell you? I had a feeling. I'm gonna pluck you out of the sky. Where's your buddy? There he is. Vending machine upon ye. And you get forklift. That guy wasn't forklift certified. That was a terrible fucking joke. I don't even know why I said it. I thought about it and I was like, this is a bad bit. And I still said it anyway. Okay. Now, where would this traffic light be? Because I spent time trying to look for it and I could not find it. And there's no, like, necessarily clear indicator of where it should be. Nope, nothing over this way. So at the very least, it's not in floor 1. Yeah, okay. Problem is the longer I spend here in the panopticon area, the more enemies are likely to spawn. Actually, if I talk to Langston, does he give me a hint as to where these things are? Probably not. I'll probably just continue to be useless. I hate Langston. Grrr, Langston. Angry. Get mad just thinking about the idiot. Globe. Crimbus tree. Nothing here, I don't think. Unless this specifically leads to a different spot, but I do not believe it does. No, it doesn't. Okay. So 3rd floor we go then. Oh. Okay. Emergency phone for your emergencies. You know, I'm starting to think maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe it is here and I'm just silly and stupid. Oh god, and now there's enemies. I'm just gonna pluck you out of the sky. Of course that missed. And I'm just gonna pick you out of the sky as well. Goodbye, you... Oh, shit! Okay, yeah, I deserve that. That was me being stupid. Now... There's another guy down somewhere here. Oh, there's like a bunch of you down here. Okay. Sweet, okay. Oh, it's this. Right this way. I don't know why I didn't notice that. Unless this wasn't open before, it might not have been. Twisted passage. Oh, it's literally in the spot where the TB was before. So yeah, this definitely wasn't here before, I don't think.
That must be one of the missing altar items.
Fuck. I should have waited.
Wait, how did I get back here?
Red light, green light. You son of a gun. Moving the damn goalpost. Gotcha. Whoa, is this a Squid Games reference? So true and real. I can't believe Squid Games invented red light, green light. Traffic light procedures. Red light, altered item 49-KE. The object's effect is subdued by exposure to sunlight. Really? Huh. Description/altered effect. A traffic light with 3 distinct lights arranged vertically on each of its 4 sides. From top to bottom, the lights shine red, yellow, and green. A popular children's game, see CBA-316 for details, is believed to be integral in the manifestation of this item and its effect. If an entity approaches the item while its red light is activated, they will be instantaneously relocated a distance of blank from the item. Note: theories that the item is shifting people to a former timeline or parallel universe have been explored and dismissed. Background: the item was discovered after a streetlight at an intersection near the elementary school began shifting people away from itself after sunset. A local panic brought the case to the attention of the Bureau. The item was contained, and a gas leak was blamed for this confusion in the town people's perception. So, yes, quite literally, like before, people's, essentially the perception of items and how we form kind of stories and mental connections and legends and archetypes off of these items is what leads to them transforming. So in this instance, a lot of kids near an intersection at an elementary school were playing red light, green light fairly often because, children, popular children's game. And that leads to the item itself taking on those properties and being like, oh shit, well, I guess if this is how people perceive it, it just becomes that. And I think that's, again, such a fun way to give an explanation and reasoning for how these things work and why they go about being created. On the topic of Squid Game, by the way, Season 3 comes out in exactly 1 month, in June 27th, on English Moment. Stupid me. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, fair. I'm not really interested. I wasn't really interested in the first season. I've heard good things about it. I know what the show is about, and I think it's fairly interesting. I like what its commentary was meant to be and that kind of stuff. I just immediately lost interest the moment it became a fucking massive international sensation and everyone started completely ignoring and flat out almost what's the word? Failing to see what the point of the show was in the first place. I also just realized this entire thing is upside down. Well, I guess not exactly upside down. The walls there have some aspects of the floor. But the lighting down here we're on the ceiling. Well, are we? Because I guess this is just what the floor looks like here, isn't it? Weird. It looks like ceiling tiles. Oh, Def, I know. The second season is alright. I don't know. It's still interesting to watch. That's fair enough. Okay. The Japanese paper lantern, which is over in the sealed threshold hall. Okay, cool. So we can... Well, we're on the 4th floor. God damn you. And of course it's a stupid heal orb as well. Shit. I got close enough to where I was able to just snipe him with that. That's awesome. Hold on. I suck. I'm terrible. I'm awful. Ow, fuck, ow. Oh, shit. Away with you. Because season 1 was the way it is due to the creator literally being working on it for a whole decade until someone Netflix decided to take in the pitch. Yeah, essentially. Though having to go through all of the bureaucracy of greenlighting new seasons and then having to come up with so many new things in writing, you know, just not ideal. You can notice it's not a show made for that. It wasn't designed with follow-up seasons in mind. Yep. And don't get me wrong, like, it's possible to still be passionate about it enough to where you can find things to come up with and topics to explore and expand upon, you know, the what had been previously created. The problem is that I don't, and this is no fault to the creator or anything of that sort, but I don't think the second seasons and so on of Squid Game really capture that, if it makes sense. Like, I feel like it's one of those things where it became more of a, I have to because I am being paid to do so. Rather than it being a, there's something I want to tell and I want to expand upon what I'm creating. Hell, it might even be a Sakurai with Smash Brothers type of deal where they essentially went, well, if you don't want to make the thing, we'll get someone else to make it and it won't be with your creative directory, so it might suck and might be bad, and then you'll, you know, your thing you've created will suck and be terrible and awful, and it'll be your fault. I'm not saying it will be your fault for not being there, but it'll be your fault for not being there. I love this fucking hallway with all the fucking clocks. Yeah. Alright, anyway. There's a Japanese paper lantern somewhere here. Uh-huh. I hear that.
I need to hit that shield harder. That's an altered item there.
Hey. Got covered up by the clocks. What the hell is that thing's deal? Ramen Lantern. Altered item 69-KE. Ha 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 ha. Anyway. Containment procedure. The item should be kept in a locked containment cell. Any prolonged observation of the item should be avoided. Description/altered effect. This item is a paper lantern known as a... Not gonna try to pronounce that because I'm gonna fuck it up and people are gonna hate me for it. They won't, but I'd feel bad. The paper is red with elegant black Japanese characters that translate to ramen. Item has an attractive effect that is both physical and psychological. Nearby objects gravitate towards the item with a minor force of blank. More notably, it is its ability to attract sentient organisms with its rich red color and warm, comforting glow. Huh. So basically that ramen shop just had a hell of a lot of business because people kept seeing the lantern and being drawn to it. That's kind of funny. But then that begs the question. Was the restaurant popular because of the lantern? Or did the restaurant's popularity cause the lantern to react that way? Think about that. Put that in your thought noodle. Up there. In your skull brain skull. I have a way with words. Cut this bit. Let's just move on. Hey, Langston.
I found all those missing altered items.
All of them? Wow, you have a gift, man. But those weren't all of the altered items missing from the panopticon. The hiss must be making them restless. We've had several more containment breaches.
How many of these things did he lose? How many?
Just a couple. Should be no problem. I really appreciate your help. Really. Just super.
Langston, I'm gonna.
How do you keep the altered
I'm going to
items in
fucking
control?
kill you.
It depends on the item. Each one has different needs. Ritualistic touches go a long way. Singing to them,
Did he say
flicker the
singing?
lights 3 times, that sort of thing. It's not superstition if it works.
I still hate you, Langston.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
Mm-hmm. Alright, more runaways, more idle items to go and look for. We now have to contain the flamingo, the mannequin, and the rubber duck. Wow, the things I brought up last time. Crazy how that happens. Alright, let's see. I think I also have more upgrade things, don't I? I'm at 5 of them. Okay. Yeah, 3 more and I can unlock the multi-launch. So we're going to try and save for that specifically. Because, again, launch is probably the best ability and this is probably one of the best upgrades for it. So we'll do that. And yeah, we'll finish off all these altered item quests. Okay. Cleansing contained the mannequin in the prime candidate program. Rubber duck is in protective studies, and the flamingo is in the shield threshold corridor. Okay. Let's go to protective studies first, because that's where we saw the duck beforehand, right? Yeah, they're near Ritual Division and the HRA lab. Ad break ends in 2 minutes. Oh, okay. It just started, so we'll take a quick little break to make sure that, you know, don't miss anything. Ah, I'm yawning a lot today. I don't know why that is. Guess while we're doing that, let's just doing this. Hopefully it sticks this time. Again, just really weird to me how when I'm playing this on my own, it just works, and then when I'm not, it just doesn't. Whatever. There are other areas here that I didn't quite explore, right? Ritual Division, the Synchronicity Lab. Right. I feel like I remember there being something to do with the Synchronicity Lab later, but I can't remember what exactly. I think as well, currently, now that we have the flight, I think there's a... how do I put it? I'm pretty sure there's the... We can do that, little hidden secret thing near the furnace, which gives us a really good mod for the shotgun, if I remember correctly. So I might look into doing that. Because, by the way, there are actually there's secrets in this game you can do that give you essentially legendary items, which are higher than the tier 5s because they usually have like very different, very unique properties to them. And if I remember correctly, one of them is there in the furnace room when you grab certain things, if I recall. Which is fun. I love how many little secrets there just is in this game. I think it's what makes it so awesome and fun. Apart from it just having really good world building. Okay, ads are over. Let's go back. Search for this damn duck. I mean, he's right there. Nah, fuck. I thought I was gonna die faster than that. Damn. Yeah, the duck is still here.
Altered item number 52AE analysis, session 2. I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage electric shock. No response?
I guess do I have to go back this way around it? Because there's like a tunnel back there.
No response. Next, a series of solutions will be applied, each with a different value.
I guess so.
on the pH scale.
Oh, this door is unlocked now. I heard him. The hell am I supposed to go? Is there like an air vent or something? Oh, yeah, up there. Have I been in here? I feel like I have been. Oh, more mold. Cool. There gonna be mold people up here? God, please don't be any mold people. Yes, Doc, I hear you. You are quacking a lot. Aim fire boost, okay. Oh, he's looking at me. Up.
Disappearing ducks. Great.
Further tests.
Where the fuck do you go? Over here. Up. No, this way? Quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. No, I'm getting further away from him. Oh, there you are. Hey, bud. Up. Quack, quack. I'm trying to communicate in his language. see if maybe that'll help him understand me and come. Yes, quack quack. Hey duck. It worked! I did it!
Finally, no more quacking.
Rubber duck. Altered item 52-AE. Direct contact with the item is not permitted. Safety gloves are required when handling. Huh? Item is a yellow rubber duck bath toy from the 1950s. A single hole at the bottom allows air and water to flow in and out. The item makes a sound analogous to quacking. The item travels considerable distances with surprising speed. How it achieves this motion is unknown. The item forms a bond of unknown purpose with anyone who makes direct physical contact with it and begins to follow them, quacking often. This has led to a researcher named Blank entering cardiac arrest due to the individual's health issues, the matter may not be connected to the item's effect. Appendix. Item on loan to the research sector for further study. I'm guessing it's more that it just annoyed him enough to where the cardiac arrest happened, not that the duck causes cardiac arrest. The duck just likes binding with people so it can have them chase it. Could be wrong though. Maybe the duck just causes people to die instead. Well. Yep. Okay. All of these are here in this area now. Oh boy. There's a lot of areas here I haven't explored actually. Did I really not go up into that area on the right? At all? No, hold on. That's weird, because I've been apparently to Transit Corridor South, but I haven't been to this area here? The rest, this entire area with the turntable and all that stuff, that makes sense, because I'm pretty sure that's areas that I'm not meant to reach yet. God, I am struggling to speak today. Well, you got Discord closed while streaming performance? Yeah, for this game, it's performance. I'm trying to make sure that I got, like, that the game is not dying on me. Trying to give it as much room to breathe, because control is weird. It's being weird. I don't know why it's acting the way it is, because like this isn't how it's supposed to be. It getting all blurry like this. Like turning hardware acceleration off for what? On Discord? Or do you mean like on OBS? Because I don't think OBS has that. On Discord. Yeah, well the thing is, it's like Discord isn't interfering with it, nor is it like a... I think Discord is necessarily the cause. I'm just trying to give Control as much room as it can get so that it can run better. But it doesn't really help, because as soon as we reach about an hour into the game, I start having the blurry texture issue. Again, I don't even know what's causing it. Because, like, my computer can run this game just fine. Again, I started running it all on high, plus the ray tracing, when I'm playing it on my own. and it runs just fine, no lag spikes, no issues, the textures load just fine. On occasion, it might like blur the textures a little bit, but it usually goes away as long as I like just focus on the item that's blurry for like a second. But when I'm streaming the game, Control likes to just forget that textures loading are a thing. And so then it like what's it called? It'll just forget to render them. But again, what I find even weirder about that is that if I just press escape, click out of the game, and then click back in, just those 2 seconds are enough for the game to just be like, oh yeah, sure, textures. And it loads all of them flawlessly, like instantly. So it's not like my computer is running out of resources like how you're suggesting, because again, I've been monitoring my my resources as well. Task Manager likes to chug a bit, so I don't have it open just all the time. But I've checked it, and I've referenced both of them. It's not like my RAM or CPU or anything is being like throttled necessarily. It's just Control doesn't like me screen capturing it. And I tried Googling it, and I couldn't find anything. The best advice I got was either use a mod to make the game load texture better, mod your game, or oh yeah, you can change it from DirectX 12 to DirectX 11 and that'll fix it. They updated the game to update the graphics stuff. I can't choose DirectX 11 anymore. So for better or worse, the game's just like this now. Which again is super wacky to me, because it's not a hardware issue, essentially. It's the game itself having issues. Like, I'm almost certain, even if I did something and, like, set the game to, like, low on everything, I don't think it would help with that. I think it would still have the exact same issue anyway. Ow. What the fuck? Why did the item I was holding not throw? God damn it. Actually, I think I know what I'm doing. I think I'm pressing E to try and throw the items again, even though I'm pretty sure I'm meant to left click to throw them? Why am I stumbling over that idea now? What? I've played this game for how long? No, I'm right. Yeah, you just press E again to throw the items. Why is it sometimes just dropping them? What? It's so weird. Okay. That's fine. Whatever. Okay, that's everything. That's whack. Yeah, no, again, it's I think I've read that message already, but, you know, point stands, yeah, it's just weird. Oh, hey, another picture of a broken wall. You know what that means. It's an elevator shaft. Am I even near the elevator? No, I'm not. That's weird. Wait, but to get there I need to go through here, don't I? Because over on this end it just... This room's just a dead end, right? And then... Unless there's an entire other way I can go? Wait, I'm confused. Am I misreading this? No, I'm not. That is where that's supposed to be. Wait, does that mean I'm supposed to come back to this later? Or am I being stupid? Hold on. Because I don't know what other... Sorry, wrong button. I keep pressing M thinking that's map. When it's not. No, because that elevator is to get from up in this area down into the transit corridor and the turntable. So I can access that entire other section. So no, I think I'm supposed to come back to this one specifically later. But that's fine. We can go deal with the other one in the sealed threshold and do the anchor at the same time while we're there. And then we'll continue the normal story as we're supposed to. Damn. Okay. Got it. Sweet. Got stuck on those items. Alright, let me... As well while we're here, weapon forms, can I upgrade stuff? Yes, I can upgrade you to the max. So we're gonna do that. And then we'll work on upgrading the main pistol when we get another untapped potential. Can I upgrade you? Yes, I can. Do that. Yeah. Just so we can get better weapon mods more often. And there you go. Fast travel. Sealed threshold corridor. Yeah. No, that entire transit corridor south is cut off from everything else. It's only connected by elevator, which is connected to that area that I'm supposed to go in the first place. So yes, I think I go talk with Emily and Dylan, and that might give me the 6th access code badge, and that might do it. So I'm looking for the flamingo. Assuming I can do these out of order, which I don't think I can. Well, maybe I can. Maybe I can't. I don't know, actually. It's pink over here. Is that pink for flamingo? Yep. There he is. Hey, bud. What the fuck? Your tricks won't work on me, you dang flamingo. Oh, this one took me to the astral plane.
This thing again.
Oh. I see.
Got into another
Okay.
altered item.
Then we're going to switch you for that. Go this. We're gonna get this one. Because now our shotgun shots should be more consistent. And they'll still have the really high chance of returning back rounds.
What does this thing want? Is it fighting with me?
Oh, fuck. I fucked up immediately. Wow. Damn. That's actually awful. Wow. Alright, back towards the flamingo room.
That's got to be an altered item.
Gotcha.
This thing again. Got into another altered item. What does this thing want? Is it fighting with me?
I dashed out of the way of that, but alright. Well, that did it. I'm surprised it didn't fall into the ground this time.
I never did like flamingos. Too pink.
That's your problem with flamingos? Pink Flamingo, altered item 46-KE. No unique procedure required. Altered status is suspected but unverified. Description / altered effect. A plastic pink flamingo lawn ornament. 2 steel prongs extend from its underside. The item is suspected to influence atmospheric physics, altering fuck, why am I struggling with this word? Altering meteorological phenomena in the area. The effect is currently unconfirmed. New altered effect has been discovered. See file altered item 46-D for details. Why did I struggle with that word so much? I mean, sure, it's not exactly like a super easy word, I guess, but like... Oh god, there's more of you. I'm already immediately going to die. Yep. I put up my block and it didn't come up in time. Actually, I think it's because I didn't have any energy left, because I threw all my items at him. Damn. Whatever. Right, the anchor, while we're here. Out. Up this way. Ah, nice of you to tell me that, game. Yeah. Security check, yeah.
This is the safe room Will showed me. The one with the altered item inside. Great. More clocks.
Mm-hmm. And now I can actually get across the giant gap here. I just realized there's a checkpoint here. I could have just fast traveled this way. Yeah. Oh well. I'm not gonna make that. There, I made it this time. And there's 2 boxes over this way, which is actually really good. Shield boost, okay. Tropic Echo, alright. Yeah, can't go higher. Yeah, it blocks me from going up higher. So, now we can fight the anchor. Which I don't remember how to do, if I'm gonna be real with you.
The fuck is that? It's making more clocks?
Okay, if I remember correctly, I have to wait for it to try and spit stuff out. And then shoot a clock at it. Yeah, like that. Whenever it's about to do it. Specifically the special clocks that pop up in the environment here and there. Ugh, I did it, but just barely. Didn't make it that time. Nope. Oh, fuck. Okay, it's not looking at me. Okay, and it goes clockwise the entire time. So that's fun. Oh, god damn it. Man, it starts getting really fast at it towards the end there. Yeah, sealed threshold atrium. Oh, I technically did kill it right before I died, so it counted that. That's actually awesome. Very glad about that.
There.
Where'd you put that?
No wonder the Rangers had such a hard time with that.
Where did it go? Anchor procedure. Ocelot's Anchor. Altered item 11-UE. Containment procedure. Black rock paneling successfully prevents manifestation of the sphere. Description/altered effect. A Trotman-style anchor made of iron with a wooden stock. Surface is rusted in places. Weighs 3,789 pounds. The item generates a persistent blank sphere, the purpose of which is currently unknown. This sphere is always generated at a precise point in relation to the item, specifically blank horizontal feet and blank vertical feet from the blank of the anchor. From the top, I'm guessing? 4/25/1983. Blank. Ranger First Class was dropped into the sphere wearing a diving suit with dedicated oxygen line at blank AM Eastern Standard Time. After 10 minutes and 13 seconds inside the sphere, blank's oxygen line was cut at the sphere's border by an unseen force. All agents in the room during blank's entry into the sphere experienced vomiting, vertigo, and loss of fingernails within an hour of one another. Ranger Blank has been declared MIA, presumed dead. Huh. Weird. That was in 1983 and they found it in 1979. Okay. Well, we got that, and we have enough points to be able to, just enough essentially, but we can now unlock the multi-launch, which is perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. Alright. Sweet. And Astral Constructs, I think we have what we need to upgrade this. I just need the money now. Which I would have had, I think, had I not died so much. But that's fine, that's fine. We can get it. Astral Constructs and mods. What is it for this? Shifting Fragment. Okay, and I don't have that. Alright. Okay. Now that we've done all that, I think now we can continue the story for right now. If this does immediately give us level 6 clearance, we'll go try and get the mannequin. If it doesn't, then we'll just keep going for the story for a little bit. We just got sidetracked by wanting to save the man from the fridge and then capturing all the other altered items. I also need to check if I have more janitor jobs to do, because I think the floating unlocks a couple of them as well. But we'll see. Let's just try and get the max clearance first, because I'm pretty sure 6 is maximum. Not sure. Speech analysis. Analysis of His Threat Part 3. Compiled by Emily Pope, Research Specialist, by order of Director Jesse Faden. I still find it neat that that's actually her stating that this is like the first order she's received from you as the director now. It's kind of fun. If we understand the hiss to be a force based on vibration and resonance, then perhaps their incantation, which is now the agreed upon term for their vocalizations, is an effort to express that resonance using human vocal cords and speech. Would there be differences if the incantation were recited in a different language? The most common word used is want. Interestingly, every usage of the word is attributed to a you. You want to listen. You want this to be true. You must want these waves to drag you away. Are we the you the hisses are referring to? Does the hiss believe humanity, possibly all non-hiss life, wants to join it? To be consumed by it? Is that the goal? The second most used words are through and time. Is this possibly the hiss stating how they arrived here? Or an indication of its age? There is clear intentation. Why did I read it like that? It's intention. What is wrong with me today? There is clear intention in the words, dismissing the incantation as nonsense. Oh, is that why? Hold on, I'll get to that in a second. Dismissing the incantation as nonsense, as some of my colleagues recommended, is beyond idiotic. Refer to blank for full report. Did I throw myself off because of how incantation is pronounced, so then it made me want to pronounce intention as intentation? That's really funny if that's the case, but that's kind of weird. Timeline of events. Analysis of his threat, part 4. To examine the invasion's timeline of events of possible patterns in his behavior. Establishing a timeline is difficult at present because of lack of reliable communications between Bureau sectors and staff. Preliminary models indicate Ground Zero of the invasion is located within the executive sector. Once it becomes possible to interview surviving personnel, pinpointing the exact location should be feasible. Other outstanding questions that a timeline may help answer. How did the hiss get past the internal lockdown? How does his resonance advance through space, deliberately or uniformly? What is their ultimate goal? The outside world? A cross-dimensional destination? Refer to blank for full report. Okay. And now we can just talk with Amelie. Sup? I thought Dylan was here.
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late?
Might
How
be.
is he? I need to know.
He's clearly been affected by the hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him.
My brother. Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
Yep. You got anything new to talk about as well? Or is that everything?
Hi, Jesse.
Nope, that's it.
I should be going. Enjoy your data.
Oh, I will.
Yo, sweet tricks. What the fuck was that? I can't even replicate that.
Oh my god, did she have to write everything in made up gibberish code? Fucking Marshall, you're serious. Why she God.
Hey,
I
dude.
don't think I ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once. Did the whole boot camp thing. Even got rookie status. Anyway, not the point. My old ranger squad was a great bunch. There was 6 plus me. Remus, Hazard, Cho, Guy, Heptonstall, and Thompson. They were supposed to get back from an expedition yesterday. We had Beers and Wings planned. Problem is, they weren't here when Donner handed out the HRAs.
Then they had nothing protecting them from the hiss.
You see, they prepped for the worst, but I think that we're already past that. We all wore these pouches around our neck. And I really don't want guys to get them. Could you find them for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread out from there.
I'll keep an eye out for them, Harish.
And I won't let them stay hiss.
Sweet.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Okay. More side quests. Is there anyone else I can talk to? No, because there's this spot here. Speak with Dylan in the upper levels. And what's this about? Oh, jukebox tokens. That's right. For that side quest now as well. Technically it's not a side quest. It's a, it's like a bonus set of missions you can do, essentially, to get better items. Didn't realize they released this early. Released? I'm surprised we never went into this room. Then again, it needed clearance 1 and I clearly never went this way. Para-utility. Examination of paranatural topics, objects of power and their para-utility. Objects of power are unique in their capacity to grant certain individuals paranatural abilities. We call these individuals para-utilitarians. The potency of these abilities depends on the para-utilitarian using the blank object of power as an example. Some para-utilitarians can achieve a throw distance of blank, while others are only capable of as little as blank. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.15 for more information. What exactly determines the individual's paranatural competence is unknown, but it is largely believed that some blank exists within the body, and that, like all muscles, it can be exercised to continue. To continue my analysis, I have officially requested access to the Northmore records. Considering he is one of the most accomplished para-utilitarians the Bureau has ever seen, Dr. Darling is still considering this request. Acoustic guitar for sale. Turns out it's pretty hard if interested, see Greg and Meetings. Huh. Speak with Dylan on the upper level. Where exactly on upper level? I'm guessing this way because that way's a dead end. Containment his nodes. I should start doing more of those bureau alerts. Yeah, here it is. I'm sure this will go well.
Shit. That's Dylan. Can you hear me? Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here. I found you. Do you know who I am? Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person.
That's not a good sign.
Always a good sign.
Yeah.
Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now.
Mm-hmm.
This made me better. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this.
Can you stop that? Please. Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You came in through the hole in you. We let you in. You've always been here. The only
feel.
I can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small, in Ordinary. In the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trunch took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. And she didn't help when they locked me up for years. After the summertime was, build you till nothing remains. The air cracks and the truth won't march out of you. You are home. The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
When you're alone as a teen, you can't stop humming in a dream. Hey, hey, hey. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny. I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet. You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jessie. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for this light projector. You can help me. We can end this.
Yep, there you go. Clearance level 6. Ugh, God, that was uncomfortable. I forgot how uncomfortable that was. I liked none of that. I get that's the point, obviously, but... Oh. Yeah. I think I will don't. There's also things I want to mention, but because like I've heard some really interesting theories. I'm not entirely sure what part of it has any real basis regarding these two characters, and I guess at the game as a whole. But I don't know if I want to bring it up just yet. Maybe later on. I'll see.
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here.
Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me.
Mm-hmm.
I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden.
Oh, actually, it's really
And the
interesting that this
Bureau
gets brought up
came
now.
and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names Jesse, Dylan. They could be girls' names, boys' names. Could be anything.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
Sure. The hell was that? Is he trying to mess with me?
So, okay, so now I can bring it up because I think it's really interesting. Someone brought up the idea that, and because it's brought up so often in this game, the possibility that Jesse and Dylan were at one point the same person before the events of Ordinary, before they went into the projector. And that something happened, and now they're two different people. But that at one point they were the same person. Because it's actually very... There's a few instances of it being brought up that, again, like as Dylan just mentioned, that he has a dream of the time before everything happened. But he mentions that he remembers it as them being just Jessie. And that she was an only child. Additionally, a lot of what the His Resonance speaks, a lot of what it says, and specifically we heard it here in this instance, they mention something along those lines as well, of like you are... Something like you are not you, you are just a... You are the only child, a copy of a copy of a copy. Holy fuck, okay. And I just think that's really interesting to think about. I don't think it's like in any way confirmed, and I haven't looked enough into the like into like the background or anything of the game, or it's like a lot of the like underlying lore in a minute to really say to what extent that's actually the case or how much merit there is to that. But it's something I've heard mentioned and I think is actually really interesting.
Maybe Dylan's still in there. Maybe there's a way to reach him.
I'd like to talk to my brother, please. Dylan?
Dylan would like to tell you about a dream he had just now.
This again?
I was going to be the new director of this place. I helped you get a job here so that we could be together. You were an office assistant. You'd make coffee, deliver the mail, and there was always plenty of work to do. And it stayed that way forever and ever. It was nice. Really nice.
That's debatable.
But here's the strange thing. The dream shifted, and none of it was real anymore. It was a game.
Uh-huh.
We were in a game, and it was a fucking boring game. But you couldn't stop playing. And then it shifted again. Or maybe it was another dream already. Or maybe I'm just confusing them. But in this other dream, it was more like a musical. This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary town. It's the ordinary story. She worked an ordinary job in an ordinary office. And that's all I can remember of that dream.
Maybe that's for the best.
Probably. God, there's still more dialogue? Oh no.
Maybe I can learn more about the hiss from him.
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk?
I just had an interesting dream.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
That's fascinating, but let's talk about the hiss for a change, yeah?
This dream was about the hiss.
Mm-hmm.
Best I'm gonna get.
Probably.
In my dream, the hiss had broken free of this prison, this house. I've set it free. And the president himself was there to welcome us. He was the first one to take the hiss in. Spread the word. At first, many people thought it was horrifying. That he was horrifying. But also, many people who heard his words wanted to welcome the hiss in. And slowly, more and more of them came around until the whole world was brought together by the hiss. It was wonderful.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that.
For the record, that will never happen. Not as long as I'm alive.
How much dialogue does he have? That's crazy to me. I don't remember there being this much. That starts in 11. Okay. We'll wait on that then. Or on progressing. Actually, while that is going on, we can try and do the board countermeasure real quick. Just so that we actually get some of these done and aren't always behind. Oh, never mind. It's in an area I can't reach, so... Well, I guess it's an area I can reach now. But... Damn. Okay. So yeah, we can connect the mannequin. We can collect the mannequin words. And then after that, we can try and do... probably old friends and call it there. Check on Dr. Underhill's progress. Oh, we can do that as well. Damn, lots of little side quests to do. I probably should have, like, done this part, the talking to Dylan first, before we went and, before we went on and did, a lot of those other side quests, but, it's fine. Well, it'll be fine. I don't remember Dylan unsettling me this much when I first played this. Again, it was a long minute ago, but... But man... I did not like a lot of that interaction. They like asleep or something? Yeah, I guess so. And they're using this as a like makeshift like infirmary, I guess. That makes sense, I suppose. Something back there? Oh, yeah, there is. There's a document right here. Mission proposal. Alright. We'll read this in a minute here whenever the ads are done adding. And then, I don't know, do we want to hear more of Dylan's weird-ass dialogue? I think it's interesting, but it also makes me feel really uneasy. But no, I just think it's really interesting how... I mean, how coincidental it is that I was about to brought up that idea, and then the next line I heard from him is immediately about that, about the possibility of them maybe having been the same person at one point. I think it's really odd. I don't know, it's curious. This game is really weird, and I think that's what makes it so interesting. Alright. And we're back. So, now, note time. Federal Bureau of Control television show proposal. Based on the success of America Overnight, we would like to propose the creation of a television series that presents superstition and skeptical thoughts as entertainment, in order to popularize these concepts among the civilian population and create less resistance to redirecting information regarding public paranatural events. We can also use a solid media outlet to test paranatural concepts on civilian audiences, seeing how they react to certain facts presented as fiction, in the event that the Bureau ever decides to make certain realities public knowledge. There are various show licenses that we could purchase and reboot rather than starting from scratch. One particular property seems promising, especially considering its content and tone are precisely what we're looking for. It's called Night Springs and has been off the air for a few years now. Fair.
I found this token. Any idea what it does?
Oh, uh-huh.
Ah, that is a jukebox token. Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places. And bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation. That sounds ominous.
Why does it send you there?
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. No one's ever been able to map the physical route to the formation for maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation. Checkups, is how the book calls it. This year's team went in the day the hiss arrived.
Oh.
Think of it. The song should have gone back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
Alright, sweet.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy. Alright, back to work.
Yeah, so again, you get these like little quick timed missions where they give you like a couple objectives you need to do, and you essentially get to just go through them and
Apparently the director restored HRA production.
and you just get like different resources and stuff for doing them, which is very useful.
They were attacked by a new kind of hiss, and Reach got them out.
All right.
Gonna see if this is the last dialogue. If it is, I'm good. If not, then we'll just move on anyway.
Maybe I'm just here to punish myself.
Any new dreams you'd like to share, Dylan?
Textures are all blurry. Hold on. I can literally fix that just by doing this. Immediately solved.
I'm glad you asked, sister. This dream, like all dreams now, felt very real.
Mm-hmm.
Like reality. And reality now feels like a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's all a dream. Maybe it's all real.
Dream where my brother endlessly tells me about his dreams.
I was in a dark place, and there was a dark man there. His name was Mr. Door, and he told me that there are many worlds, side by side, on top of each other, some inside of others. In one world, there was a writer who wrote a story about a cop. In another world, the cop was real. Dor said he himself was in all of them at the same time, endlessly shifting between them. I asked him how I could reach these worlds. I wanted to bring the hiss there. But he didn't want to help me. He didn't like the idea. What did he
Okay, I could be entirely wrong because, again, I don't know anything about it. But would that be the reference to Max Payne itself? Because I know I've heard that all three of these games are connected in one way. That being Max Payne, Alan Wake, and Control. Obviously, Control and Alan Wake very directly so, considering the DLC and the FBC's involvement in both this game and I think technically even in Alan Wake and Alan Wake 2 itself, especially. But I believe I've heard that apparently there is connections to Max Payne here and there, and I wonder if this is one of them. With it being, again, as he mentions, a universe where one writes a story about a cop, and in the other world, that cop is real. Which would, I guess, explain Max Payne and its very comic booky style to it, in that regard. It's interesting. It's weird. I'll come back and listen to you some more later, Dylan. It's enough weird for me now. Which is saying a lot, considering this game is always very weird. Alright. Let's go catch the mannequin. And we'll go from there. Okay, sweet. Nope. Up this way and to the right. I think 6 is the max security clearance, if I remember correctly, so we should be, from here on out, able to just access everything. Yeah. It's up that way. Ah, the combat encounter first, including an orb. God damn it. That's right, you pick up additional items by right-clicking. Yeah. That's how that worked. Very useful. Very helpful. Alright. Now we keep going. Poor single security guard stuck here. Self-reflection. Mirror supplement. Blank, she was admitted to a mental ward for emotional instability soon after relocating to Illinois with her family in 1914. The item only appears on record again in 2006 when the Bureau investigated a sudden rise in disappearances in Blank, Illinois. Agents found the item hanging in the local library. They contained it quickly, though the missing people of the town were never recovered. Supplementary materials. Date August 18th, 1915. We certify that the case of Miss Blank has shown her to be a lunatic under the reasons of hysteria. Bad company and imaginary female trouble. Huh? Oh, this was from 1915. I guess that makes sense. Her fixation with the family looking glass is noteworthy, though not an uncommon matter when considering the female disposition. Miss Carver is a fit subject for the lunatic asylum and will remain in its confines until her afflictions has passed. Signed, Dr. Blank. So, essentially what they're saying is that when... Yeah, that the quote-unquote emotional instability is relating to this note. This note explains what the doctors believed back then, which, as you can see, is complete horseshit, because clearly the mirror was in fact doing something. Alright. That's fun. We have access to the mirror quest as well now. Prime candidate program. Yeah, this is where I needed to come over for these things in the first place. Which makes sense. Hey Trench, what's up?
After North Moore stepped down, I doubled every effort to find new prime candidates. There was no one but me. That wasn't good enough. I pushed hard. I never wanted the Bureau to end up in that situation again. The Bureau needs a director. Always. When my time reaches an end, I want more options on the table. P1 through P5 were all false leads, dead ends, and disappointments. Then P6, Dylan Fate. He fell into our arms. Parents, they're gone, casualties of AWE. The boy has exceptional talent. The oldest house will be his home. We'll build him from the ground up. He'll be trained and taken care of. Darwin can be in charge of this project. I can't. I'll stay away. I will not fail the boy like I failed my own family. My daughter and my wife. We weren't careful enough back then. Something came home with me. I took work home. My Susanna got sick. When I realized my mistake, I wanted to bring her here. Darwin to do what he could. Kate flat out refused. Civilian doctors treated our daughter, but they didn't have a clue. She died. Kate left me. Same old story. That was a long time ago. The Bureau is all I have now. And the prime candidates are our future. There are two. P6 and P7. We're spoiled for choice.
Who is P7 then? I'm gonna assume it's Jesse Faden, but at that point in time they hadn't, found her, so... It's... I mean, obviously, very clearly, they don't portray the... What's it called? The Bureau as being perfectly, good or in the right. Oh, that's why it popped up. The thing is, it's like, what's it called? What am I thinking of? That's Hiss over on the other wall, I'm pretty sure. Because clearly they never, act like the Bureau is perfectly in the right. And a lot of what did happen to Dylan is the Bureau's fault. The fact that they took him and tried to essentially raise him purely to be the next candidate. And due to Trench's own issues with his family, they ended up only really treating him like a lab experiment. Like a, you are meant to be the next director and that's it. And because of that, he ended up as weird as he is. Mind you, part of that is definitely also the hiss influencing him, but it's also kind of like, to a large extent, like, can you really blame how Dylan turned out, given everything he's been through and how the Bureau treated him? Because, like, I don't really, like, how do I put it? I don't think it's really his fault at this rate that he has such disdain for the Bureau. Got him. Get the fucking orb. Orb. Sweet. Okay. Got that. Oh, that did hit the other one. Sweet. Awesome. Okay. P6 over there. Yeah. Oh, because this is the room for the Prime Candidate program. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't realize that. Anyway, our funny mannequin friend should be somewhere here. In this weird, wacky, twisty hallway. Ah! There you are.
God, the only thing creepier than one mannequin is a few dozen of the damn things.
Why do you do this? No. 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 Fuck you. Bad. You suck. You all suck. No. Fuck off. Why are there so fucking many of you? It's you?
New Bureau policy. No more mannequins.
Agreed. Okay. Let's take this back to Langston and then we'll go from there. Hold on, I will. Let me check something really quick. Okay. gonna summon enemies in this encounter, isn't it? No, it didn't. That's surprising. Fast travel, panopticon. Go to Langston and then we move on. Bop. Actually, I should have gotten the angry face already.
Numerous cell breaches at every level. These Hiss things are a bad influence.
Hey, Langston.
Every altered item on your list is now back in the panopticon, safe and sound.
That's a load off my mind. Missing altered items don't exactly reflect well on me, you know. Did they give you any trouble?
The flamingo pulled me into the astral plane just like the fridge did.
Mhm.
That same creature was there.
I was looking over the old activity reports, and multiple items have been displaying much more destructive behavior.
I don't care that you're blurry. I'm not fixing you.
There's some connection there, I bet.
I don't care enough.
That's a bit above my pay grade.
Okay.
Something to keep an eye on.
And if I have any more runaways, I'll know just who to call.
I guess this is my life now.
Fuck you, Langston.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
Okay. Case files, unread, mannequin procedures. Waste mannequin. Altered item 7-KE. It's known procedures for preventing the item's effect. Update 3/90. Lining the item's cell with the newly discovered black rock has yielded positive results. Test with other altered items. Okay. Description/altered effect. A wire and fabric waste mannequin. The base and head are made of stained wood. The item duplicates the trigger for this behavior is unknown. No correlation can be found in either the number of duplications that manifest during an episode or the duration for which they last before disappearing. It's also weird. They're not supposed to have a face, but they did in that last bit. Or maybe that's how I found the odd one out. I don't remember, actually. Accuracy boost and levitation ammo efficiency. Yeah. Okay. We have now 3 points for this. Levitation duration. Yeah, that's probably worth getting. I'm going to invest in more energy first, though. Because so far, the duration of the flight is fine for me to be able to find secrets and hidden things. But after this, I need it to... but getting more energy to be able to, like, do more of my abilities is probably better at the second. Okay. What other quests do we have? Self-reflection and check on Underhill's progress. Let's finish the old growth quest, considering we've had it for a second. And then... what's the word? And then depending on how much time we have after that, which I don't think we'll have too much, we'll see about doing the one for Arish and calling it there after that. Oh, this is further in than I would have liked to be. That's fine, it worked out anyway, actually.
I finished synthesizing the samples.
Yeah, what's up?
Ingest this pill,
Hold on.
then go and find the source of the mole. Only there can we begin to understand how to stop it.
So you promise I won't end up walking around covered in mold?
Oh, the pill will prevent any biological infection by the mold.
Take a mystery pill because a rude lady in a hazmat suit tells you to. Great idea, Jesse.
Yeah. Not any worse than any of the other ideas.
Honestly, did you want me to wrap it in cheese?
Not the taste, the smell. It stinks in here now.
Good. That means the pill is working. The worse it smells, the safer you'll be. Now go. Find the source.
I guess that makes sense considering the mold is actively trying to
Thanks
make
for
itself
the-
smell good,
My pleasure.
so that I'm more likely to eat it.
The light in here could be better.
So I guess that makes sense that it would smell not great now, because now it's just, you know, mold. Investigate the pit after active threshold. Yeah, that would be me going down into the further down
This
area.
must be the pit Underhill was talking about.
Yeah. Oh, you guys are at level fucking 9 though.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.25. Underhill sent us down this weird-ass threshold looking for whatever's making all these vegetables sprout. I will say this, it smells delicious.
Yeah. This can only end well.
God. The further I go, the worse it smells.
Okay. Down this way, it's just the box. Nothing up here, so it'll be fine. Okay. Okay. Now this way, or which way should I go? Because I'm looking for secrets first. Secrets in the mold cavern. Worst version of secret tunnel possibly imagined. Oh, I managed to pick him up as well. Okay, cool, sweet. Bunch of mannequins panicking over the mold. Okay, so there's another control point here, so Pierce aimed fire boost. Ooh, that's actually very helpful. Hold on. Because now it'll go up to 39%. That's nice. That's sweet. Yeah, that's the threshold log we just heard a second ago.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.28. Wait, 6, 7, but still in the threshold.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up eating the vegetables now, just why not?
Oh god.
Mom said, eat your vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Too many and your skin will turn green. Green like Ollie's. Hey, Ollie, what'd you find out?
I get the mold smells good, right? But at what point do you not, especially as a ranger or whatever, not consider, maybe the mold smelling good is a bad thing and I should try and avoid it? Picnic basket supplement. Bremen basket, altered item 54-UE. The item came to the Bureau's attention through several news reports in which families was harassed by animals during a picnic in the blank national park. The family fled the scene with the basket. Witnesses report seeing the family chased by the following species of animals: blank, blank, blank. The family eventually abandoned the basket, at which point the animals remained with it for an unknown length of time. Agents acquired the item from the park's lost and found offices. Huh. Okay. And I guess if this way had a save point, then this way's probably secrets then. Nothing up there. What's over here? Also, did I... Hold on, not wrong button. Ugh. Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't switch from the sniper. Oh, it's another log.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.25. Underhill sent us down this weird-ass threshold looking for whatever's making all these vegetables.
Oh no, this is where it came from.
I will say this, it smells delicious.
Hold on then, where the fuck did I go? Wait, what? Because I came down this way, there was the box, and then I came up this way, and there was the other area. Oh, this all just loops around. Okay, never mind. I'm stupid. Okay, I see. I understand. Yeah, it's just a circle. I don't know how I didn't realize that. Wow. Okay. And I still loop it twice just to make sure I'm not being dumb anyway. Oh, hey, Moldman. Wasn't expecting you to have respawned here. Further down we go.
Source? It's kind of pretty.
Is it still pretty? I don't think it is. Yeah. Nope. No, thank you. God damn it. Okay.
Is that the source? It's pretty. Nope. No.
Up. No, come on. Let me get up. God damn it. Okay. It's fine. I can do this. I just need to not be stupid.
Is that the source? It's kind of pretty. Nope. No.
There. Now we got it.
I need to stop being surprised by all the weird shit in this place.
To be fair, to an extent, how do you even prepare for all of the weird shit in this place? Like, sure, expect the unexpected and all that, but, like, you know, it comes to a point where you just kind of have to, like... You can't. What's this? Threshold lock 3.
Oh, so good. Oh, I need more.
No. Awful. Terrible. Awful and terrible. Anything else in here? No, I think that's everything. Alright. Yeah, it's this way that I want to go. We'll see. There seems to be something up there, actually. Oh, there's also this. Did I never grab this? I've been here before, though. Weird. Okay, what are you? Balloon procedures. Get well balloon, altered item 58-KE. Item must be kept away from animals. The cell must be regularly cleaned of the black substance the item produces. All cleaning tools must be blank, along with the black substance itself. Disposed of, I'm guessing? Item is a novelty balloon made of silver mylar. On its face is a colorful message to get well, surrounded by cartoon hearts. A ribbon is attached to the balloon. Item has not stopped floating after a considerable amount of time in the bureau, which suggests it does not hover through the use of helium. The item produces a dark-colored sticky substance which drips down its ribbon. Didn't we have a thing for the balloon earlier? No. Prime procedures and prime supplement. Yeah. We so far only have the procedures for that. Even though we did see it in the panopticon, that's what I'm thinking of. Okay. Oh, and there's a box here too. Any other weird spots I can reach? Nope. This is just back from where I was. Nope, that seems to be everything.
You've returned, I see.
Yep.
And you're not sprouting mold from your eyes. I take it that means my pill worked. Now tell me everything. Did you find the source? You did, didn't you?
I found a big, angry plant. Like, gigantic. I killed it.
You killed it! You found the source and you killed it! I could have learned so much much from a live specimen.
Her concern is touching. Really, it's too much.
Here, I brought you a sample.
A piece of the innermost mold. You're not such a lost cause after all. Strange. So different, even superficially. Another stage of growth, perhaps.
Please, no more stages.
You'll be pleased to know that cutting down the creature at the source has already resulted in a notable cessation of the mold's rapid growth. You've bought me time for further study.
So what now?
Glad you asked. While you were busy in the pit, a number of mold hosts were sighted beyond the threshold. They managed to sneak out without the rangers noticing. There's a reason I didn't send Steve and Andy to find the mold source with the others. These vagrant hosts must be eradicated as soon as possible. The mold can still be spread by their overgrown bodies.
Any idea where they went?
The hosts I've observed are not a sprightly bunch. Here are the reports I've received. They'll help you find them.
I'll go take care of them.
Good. And do be quick about it.
There's a nice way to say that.
Alright. Yeah, the other mold spots I've seen here and there. You have a quest to get rid of them as well. Okie dokie. Got about 10 minutes left of stream, I think. What do we do? Actually, let's see. Is this better than the one I have? 38%. Nope, it is not. And yeah, I definitely need to
The new pill, right? Pill? What pill? Don't you dare joke right now.
What's it called? I think I definitely need to upgrade energy from here on, because as we saw in that last encounter, picking up 3 items immediately uses up all of my energy bar, which isn't good. Because while it's red from it recovering from me using all of it, I can't pick up anything or dash or anything at all. So I need it to be not as used up. Because as long as some of it is available and I can recover it while holding items, that'll be fine. But, you know, if it's all, like, gone, I can't do much about it. Okay, sweet. So, what quests do we have now? I'm saving the self-reflection for next stream for sure. Sorry. Sorry about that. Got, like, the need to cough literally out of nowhere. Oh, that was awful. I like choked out my own spit or something. I don't know. Okay. So yeah, so I'm gonna save that for next time. Pretty sure the mold removal takes a bit of time as well. Let's try and do this quest thing, and then we'll probably call stream there. Oh, that's one of the mold spots right there? Really? Hidden location discovered. Huh. I only noticed it because I was like... because I saw the guy up here. Sorry, is that a fake wall? Nope, it's not. Fair. Couldn't quite tell from the picture. Go to the mail room. For that, I need to find a fast travel node. I wish the path there into Ritual Division wasn't blocked. It would make it so much easier to get there. Guess my better option is to find the elevator up into the area up above. Yeah. Could also technically float up there, I think, but I don't know. Yeah, I probably can. If I was able to make it into that, I can make it up to the other spot from there. Yep, there you go. Fast travel. Where does it tell me to go? Mailroom. All right. Okay. I should not have tried to cut that so close on shooting that guy specifically. Okay, orb all the way over there. Got it. Okay, got it, got it. I'm pretty sure one of my agents has died, which I feel bad for. Oh, you bastard, don't you run away from me. Okay. There. That, I think, is ironically enough the first one of those that we've done successfully. There are still enemies spawning in here. Okay, now it's everyone. Weird. Okay. Hidden location discovered. Even though I'm pretty sure I've been here before. Hold on. Loadout. What do I get this? Health boost, right? Yeah. Launch energy cost minus 21%. I might grab this instead. I feel like for the most part my health is fine. I just need that energy to keep recovering. And as long as I can get more health back from the recovery pickup, I think it'll be relatively fine. We'll try doing that for a bit. And we'll see how that goes. And if I start struggling a lot more, we know why. Damage after kills. Interesting. There was also a different thing. What is this? The recoil efficiency. Okay. Not what I'm looking for. Alright. I think with that, that is where we're going to call it, however. We mostly spent this one doing side quests, but that's fine. It'll be fine. A lot of them were pretty fun, honestly. So yeah. That'll be all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry that this one was a little later than normal. I apologize for that. What will we do next Thursday? I don't know. I have no clue. In my head, I'm debating between maybe doing, like, some Overwatch, because that sounds kind of fun. Or maybe doing some, playing Anna's Dream Barbecue. Because I have not seen anything about that either, and I really like the Anna, like, shorts series. Actually, I don't know what you would qualify them as exactly. Um, I just like them, so I think that might be like a fun like stream to do. So I'll look into that. Whether we do a stream barbecue or something else. Uh, in the meantime, is there anything else I gotta say? No, not really. Again, first Control VOD, the edited version, should be coming out soon. Additionally, actually, I think the first episode of the Control series has been uploaded onto the VOD channel already, or will be soon at the very least. Let me check. Yes, it has already been uploaded. It was uploaded like 2 days ago. So, yeah. 2 days ago? Where are we at? 27? No. Hold on. Am I stupid? There's a high possibility that I'm stupid. No, okay. Never mind. I'm dumb. Yeah. The first VOD of Control will be going up on the archive channel tomorrow. And hopefully soon here then as well will be the edited version going up on my main, in quotations, channel on YouTube. My old music channel. I'm going to repurpose it for that, so hopefully y'all enjoy that, because I'm looking forward to seeing your thoughts on it. But apart from that, not much else really super planned. Mostly just kind of chilling, going through this series, and again, we might try Dream Barbecue next Thursday. If not, we'll try something else. Not sure what exactly. But in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for stopping on by. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.